So yeah, no, and yeah, like I don't think it's going to be like and that's the other thing. People just think when it bottoms, it's going to go up because most people have been investing since the COVID drop and they think that that's normal. Like
Yeah,
that was a once in a lifetime. I don't think something like that would ever happen again, that V-shaped recovery like that.
that was insane.
You know what I mean? Like
That
they
was
ain't
insane.
locking us up and giving us free money ever again. And that's why I've been talking about Bitcoin. I'm like, it only got to 69K on literally the ultimate perfect conditions.
Hmm.
Like literally money coming out of people's asses. They could have, and not only did they have extra money, but they were at home bored out of their mind. So they're just looking online, having a bit of a gamble as well.
Yep.
So it couldn't have been better conditions for crypto to start going ballistic.
The one thing that I think is even better than those conditions is that those conditions were great, but if you look at the previous halving cycles, it was just retail geeks like me that had money
Mm,
into it. There was
mm,
very little institutional money. There was some hedge fund money,
yep.
some private equity money, but no real managed fund money, no
No,
BlackRocks, no Vanguards,
no,
no
no.
Fidelities. I think the thing that will characterize the next halving wave, as opposed to previous ones, is we're going to start to see serious institutional money start coming
Mm.
in, and they've got much deeper pockets.
Oh
Like
yeah. But
much,
like if the ETF were to get approved tomorrow, do you think they would start putting money into it tomorrow?
not straight away, no,
No, I don't reckon it. That's
no,
the thing I don't, because if they're selling equities, why would they be going which obviously because they think, you know, we are moving into a risk of environment. Why would they go into a riskier asset like crypto right now? It
ooh,
just, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm just thinking me myself.
yeah,
I wouldn't put money in crypto right now if I didn't know what I was doing. I am now because I know how to trade and get out. But if I was just, investing and thinking long term, I would not be dropping significant money into crypto right now.
yeah. So it's interesting that you say that. There's two ways to think of crypto. The first way is to think of it in terms of volatility. So in
Yeah.
terms of volatility, um, it is risky
Hmm.
because Bitcoin is um, highly risky. The other way to think about it is how does it behave? Not in terms of price. I'll share my screen. And so you've heard of BlackRock, right?
I
So
have.
Larry Fink is the CEO of BlackRock. He says that Bitcoin, the way that Bitcoin's behaving at the moment, is playing the role of a flight to quality.
Hmm.
And there's a really good book called Layered Money. And the way that it describes money is that Bitcoin is sits at the collateral layer along with gold. And what you do is you put stuff on top of it that enables transactions, payments, settlement, a whole bunch of other things. But
Hmm.
because the supply of Bitcoin is so constrained, where it sits is at the very foundation of money. And that's this whole concept of flight to quality. Now, the whole concept of flight to quality is not a new concept. What's new is you've got the CEO of one of the largest managed funds business in the world calling Bitcoin a flight to quality asset. That is
Hmm.
new.
Hmm.
And so, going back to your point about, would you be moving your money from equities to Bitcoin? I think some investors will, and
Hmm.
those clients, those people will be high net worth individuals, and they're clients of BlackRock.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because let me,
I'll stop sharing.
yeah, stop sharing yours. I'll come back to mine. I just show you. So historically, Bitcoin's only existed from here.
From
All right.
2009.
So
Yep.
yeah, so it's only ever lived in a bull market.
Yes.
Okay. And then if you look these prior corrections,
Yes.
so that one there, which was the 2013 to 2015 crash,
Yep.
that was just that on the stock market. Like it was a sideways market.
Yep.
So when the stock market went sideways, Bitcoin crashed 85%.
Yep.
And then you've got here, same thing here. This crash here on Bitcoin was that move there.
Yep.
That was just a correction on the stock market. The COVID drop, the COVID drop.
Yep.
So going off history, whenever the stock market has corrected, not going on a bear market, corrected, Bitcoin has crashed like
Yep.
80, not 90%. We're now made this low, which again, Bitcoin has followed it.
Yep.
Okay. This is the first time where the market's going down, but Bitcoin's
Bitcoin's
going
going
up.
up.
All
Yep.
right. So we have divergence.
Yes.
They're not doing the same thing like they normally are.
Yes.
So either it's changed character, and yes, it is this new thing that's due to God to fight the safety, or and you know this from gold and the US dollar and that as well, is sometimes
There's a lag.
historically they have an inverse relationship,
Yes.
but there are times when they can go in the same direction
Oh
for a
yeah.
period of time,
Yep.
but
That's true.
eventually it one of them's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So either this one's wrong and it shouldn't be going up, or this one's wrong and it's gonna start coming up, kind of thing, you
Yep.
know. Um, we don't know yet
We
until
don't
we
know.
get more data. The thing people realize, if we were to break below there, that's the first time that the stock market has ever been in a bear market. That's a lower low, lower high, lower low since Bitcoin's existed.
Yep.
So, the old saying, this time is different, you should never say, but in Bitcoin's short life, this time is actually different because
Mm.
it's never existed in a bear market.
Mm.
So the only thing that worries me is that historically it's had, I think, an 85% crash, a 92% crash, and a 80. It's always been 80% above. This crash that we've had here has only been 70 something percent,
Yep.
which worries me that the the littlest crash Bitcoin's ever had has happened in the worst macro environment it's ever been through, and a recessionary environment's on the way. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yep.
almost like, why has the smallest crash happened on the worst macro environment that it's ever been in? And that's where I'm like, is it just the first wave before we then correct it and come down for another wave? That's what yeah, I can't see this going up if this breaks down here. I can't see it going off history, and unless it has totally decoupled in some way. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I can't see if this thing starts falling off a cliff and we go into thing. I just don't know why people, because remember, if Bitcoin goes up, your altcoins are also pumping as well.
Yep.
And I just can't see why those altcoins are pumping if there's all this fear and capitulation happening on the markets.
I think
So,
that if there's fear and capitulation in the markets, what will happen is the altcoins will move in the same direction as Nasdaq stocks
mhm.
because they're seen as risk on. But if Bitcoin starts to behave as Larry Fink suggests as a
Mm.
safe haven asset, it'll move in the opposite direction.
So that's what I mean. Do we get a decoupling of Bitcoin to the altcoins as well?
Possibly.
Yeah. So
Possibly.
and again, that's never happened before,
No, that's
but
true.
it might because it's never also been through a stock market
Yeah.
crash like it has. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, and I'll just follow the data. But yeah, there are some warning signs. Yeah, I should. Bitcoin's at a major level right now that I want to see how it reacts here. Really, how I talked about the monthly is the level that big money goes into. Everyone's thinking it's broken this level, but if you actually go to the monthly, it hasn't actually broken above the resistance on the monthly yet.
Okay.
So it's there right now.
It's right on the cusp.
Yeah. So this level, I'm about to do a video. Might even do it after I get off the phone to you about why this level is so huge on Bitcoin.
Hmm.
It's there's literally about 8 or 9 different reasons why sellers will step in there. So if we can get above this zone here, it will be a very good sign for Bitcoin.
Mm.
That level is huge.
I think we'll definitely know by next year
Yeah,
because we'll know
definitely.
where tech stocks are going. We'll know where Bitcoin's going. We'll see how big that divergence is.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. I like. I hope it is bullish because
Your
I,
position that way.
oh well, no, just because I know how fast the stuff moves, and I know how much money I can make when it does go into that bull market. So
Yeah,
people think I want it. I don't want it to be bearish. It's just what I'm seeing.
yeah.
Um,
I'm the
so-
opposite. I don't want it to be bullish yet because it's early.
yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah. But maybe
historically,
that's what throws people off. Everyone's expecting this, you know what I mean, crash into the halving.
yeah,
No one's expecting an early run. So maybe
yeah,
that's the outlier as well.
it's too soon.
Yeah.
It's too soon.
But why would so the thing that I people are like, oh, but then you haven't bought because I sold all of my Bitcoin up here. I haven't bought any long term back. So I've been trading it, making money trade, but I haven't actually bought long term. And the reason why is because it I don't see it as value up here. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? I'm like, I can make more returns on something like uranium than I can on Bitcoin at 30K.
Yep.
Because really, if you're buying at 30K, what's it really going to? 300K tops, 200, 100. It's a 3, 5, 10x. That to me is not
Not
huge.
exciting.
No, it's not exciting.
Mm.
I don't know if I've been kind of
You've been spoiled.
spoiled because I've had like multiple hundred X's from the
Yeah,
altcoins. So to me, I'm
yeah,
like,
yes, you've been
you know what I
spoiled.
mean? Yeah, that to me is what
That's
I chase in crypto, not because I can
yes,
get 10X's on the stock market. So why would I bother risking it on a potential, you know what I mean?
yep.
There. So it's only the altcoins that excite me in here. So that's why I'm saying I hope it does go that because I would love the altcoins to start going because I know I can make an absolute killing on it.
And I
But
think that's why Bitcoin is exciting to the types of clients that would go to Larry Fink and BlackRock
mm,
because they're not looking for 10x's, they're happy for doubles and triples.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're exactly
Um,
right. If they can get a double, triple, that to them is awesome.
like if you can take 50 mil, turn to 100 mil, they're
Mm,
happy. You know,
yeah,
they just upgrade their jet, upgrade their yacht, and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. All right.